although his ineptitude is such that he not only forgets about the characters frequently enough to shoot some poorly staged, slapsticky action sequences in between shouting matches, but ignores even the possibility that we would ever relate to either of his stars as real people. Hello, movie and TV fans, and welcome to Friday Flicks, part of the Highwire Media Network. On today's episode, we're going to review Fool's Gold. Before we do that, give us a thumbs up if you like our video, hit that subscribe button down below. With that, let's dive into today's episode. Contrary to the popular belief held by some filmmakers, there really isn't anything fun about watching two unlikable people bickering with one another just because they were, are, or soon will be in love. Director Andy Tennant evidently thinks so, although his ineptitude is such that he not only forgets about the characters frequently enough to shoot some poorly staged, slapsticky action sequences in between shouting matches, but ignores even the possibility that we would ever relate to either of his stars as real people. All of which is why Fool's Gold is a real soul crusher, a piece of crap designed from the remnants of previously successful pieces of crap, and one which sadly enough will defy all common sense. The film follows a free-spirited treasure hunter named Ben Finnegan, played by Matthew McConaughey, who amidst setting a fire and sinking his soon-to-be ex-wife Tess, played by Kate Hudson's boat, discovers what he thinks is the key to uncovering a lost treasure. Arriving late to the couple's divorce proceedings, Tess initially refuses to listen to Finn's offer that they search together for the gold. But after he solicits a wealthy rapper named Big, played by Kevin Hart, for the money and manpower, Tess appeals to her new boss, Nigel Honeycutt, played by Donald Sutherland, a wealthy but bored entrepreneur, to provide the scratch for their little treasure hunt. I can also see the development meeting for the film. Audiences seem to like Matthew McConaughey, especially when he is shirtless and playing a feckless, free-spirited commitment phobia. Excuse me. Also, they seem to be into Kate Hudson as a smart, neurotic, but irresistibly cute love interest for some hunky dude. Oh yeah, and people are nuts for treasure, pirates, and made-up history lessons. How can we get all this stuff into one movie? Maybe Andy Tennant, who directed both romantic comedies Hitch, Sweet Home Alabama, and adventure epics Anne and the King, could do it. There are so many problems with the individual ideas above that their combination is sort of a perfect storm of suck. McConaughey, who I'm certain included a clause in his contract stipulating no more than 2 consecutive scenes in which he wears a shirt, has apparently given up on any pretense of acting, instead letting his sun-dappled abs do all the work. Meanwhile, Hudson started her career on a promising trajectory, appearing as Penny Lane in Cameron Crowe's Almost Famous, but has since settled into a no doubt comfortable and profitable routine, playing unchallenging and, quite frankly, uninteresting romantic leads. And Tennant, whose direction was at least passable in the movies mentioned previously, has apparently unlearned all of what made his previous films competent cinematic exercises. Additionally, he evidently was misinformed that punchline is a literal term, and elects to end every scene with a shot of someone getting punched, kicked, or otherwise knocked out. Overall, the film suffers from a radical inconsistency of tone, trying to mine comedy from the wealth of character types and their supporting characters' excitement from the uninspired and poorly edited action sequences, and genuine drama from the ashes of Tess and Finn's smoldering relationship. The big joke in the film is that Finn is good at sex. The big action scene, if it was intended to be one, is Finn's boat pursuit of a hat after it blows off a socialite's head, and the big dramatic scene is a protracted plane landing by the 2 leads, neither of whom know how to fly. The fact that Honeycutt is alternatively bored by Tess and Finn's travails, or mystified by his daughter Gemma's frivolity, provides an accurate metaphor for your likely 2 reactions to the film. Ultimately, Fool's Gold is about as bad as big movies get, precisely because it pretends to know what audiences want without really asking them. It's as if the studio executives recognized the commercial success of films that possess some of the same elements and half-heartedly tried to replicate them in this one. It's also the kind of movie that will probably make critics like yours truly eat crow, meaning it will validate the filmmaker's contention that when they made is good because it will eventually make a mint. In other words, the prospect of watching Fool's Gold is a little bit like bickering with a fool. There's no way to win because no matter how much sense you make, he will respond with something completely stupid. In which case, you should simply walk away, or better yet, never engage him in the first place. And so with that being our review, we're now going to give you our rating, or ranking, I should say. And we're going to give it, this is tough. I hate to do this, but I'm going to give it half a star out of 5. It really wasn't that great a movie, and it was pretty much a disaster. And with that, we'd like to remind you of our affiliate of Friday Flicks, and that is Birch Gold. You know, I've been thinking a lot lately about where the economy's headed. Everything's unpredictable, and that's putting it lightly. Between inflation, market volatility, and all the global uncertainty, I'm starting to wonder, how secure is my savings really? That's when I started looking at diversifying with precious metals, and I found Birch Gold Group. These guys are the experts when it comes to helping people like us protect our wealth by converting part of our retirement into gold or silver. The best part? They make the process super easy. Birch Gold has a team that's incredibly knowledgeable and really takes the time to walk you through everything. No pressure, just information so you can make the best decision for you. They even help set up a self-directed IRA, which means your investments can be in precious metals instead of just relying on the stock market. With everything going on, it just feels smart to have something tangible backing up your financial future. And with Birch Gold's decades of experience and A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, I know I'm in good hands. So if you're like me and want to add some security to your savings, check out Birch Gold today and use the link in the description, and you can get a free info kit on gold, plus a special offer just from Birch Gold. In times like these, a little extra peace of mind goes a long way. Birch Gold is here to help you get there. And of course, if you want to support the channel in another way, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/cinemagold. Your support helps the channel grow, upgrade our equipment, bring a new host, and hopefully one day bring this show on the road. And your support can help make that happen. As always, thank you so much for watching and listening. We'll see you next time.